Hello everybody! Before you start, please hit the like button if you want to see more how-to videos. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on the video. We can do that. Vamos. And I would like to know if you normally use a bandeja or a vibora. I would like to know how you guys do that on the court. So, vamos! The goal of the bandeja is to keep the net position. Vamos a jugar con tu compañero y practicar la bandeja. So I'm going to teach you paddle in Spanish today. Haha! Hachaka! Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're in Oosthout, in Voorhout, and we're going to do how to play the bandeja. We're going to start right now. Vamos! Goed bra. The most easiest way possible to play the bandeja is in the continental grip. If you're playing with the forehand grip, like here, you can do that, but the face of the racket might be a little bit too open. Be careful not to close the racket like this, but to keep the racket open, and maybe it's too open if you're playing in the forehand grip. And the grip, this is your pink mouse, and this has to be on the top. So this is forehand side, this is backhand side, and this is exactly in the center. So that's how you're going to play your bandeja. I think that's the easiest way. Your contact point of the bandeja should be in front of you and very, very far to your right, if you are right-handed, of course. So you're hitting the ball nearly with a stretched arm, all the way to the right. If you hit the ball too close to you, you might bring the ball down too much. And if you hit the ball really far to your right, then you can let the ball float. And it takes longer to get to the other side of the court, so you have time to go to the net. We're going to start with the goal of the bandeja. So the goal of the bandeja is to keep the net position. If it's anything else, it's not a bandeja. It could be like that you want to play a fast bandeja to win the point. Could be in wintertime an amazing shot. But the main goal is to hold the net position. If you play the bandeja too slow, then your opponent can play the lob and you lose the net position. If you're playing too fast, then if your opponent knows how to use the wall, they can lob you very easily. The people that you're playing against are not a good reference if your bandeja is good or amazing or terrible. Because if you play in the northern part of Europe, a lot of players still play without the wall. I'm sorry guys, but it's the true story. If you play in Spain, they will use the wall more and more often. So maybe you think that your bandeja is amazing because it's super, super fast, but if you play that against somebody in Spain, they will use the wall and they lob you very, very easily. And a reminder that the temperature in Spain is very, very warm in comparing to Holland, Sweden, Germany, England. So the entire game is different. A big reason of this that I started making videos is to tell you about this, because this is what I experienced in Spain. So my goal is to do this in videos to show it and to bring Spain to you, or to bring you to Spain to experience the true paddle. So how are we going to play a bandeja that you still hold the net position? Because if you play too fast, it's too easy if you use the wall. If you play too slow, then it's also too easy. So there is something in between that you really, really need to learn. And that's something that we can do in the technique that I will show you, because a change in the technique that is so important that we're going to make is playing the bandeja with the small backswing so we can play with a lot of slice. Because the slice of the bandeja makes a very big difference. Because if you play the bandeja flat, it is very easy to block. It's about the speed of the ball, the slice of the ball, and the direction of the ball. Because if you play to the center of the court, in the middle glass, there is nobody there, so there's always space. But that ball should be a little bit slow, because nobody is there. So that's a perfect way to hold the net position. So try to play slower, slice, and in the center. So how do you prepare your racket? You can also use this trick, is to hold the rope around your left wrist and you're going to play the bandeja. Because if your left hand is going to be here, your right hand is going to be there. That's a team. So if you do this, your bandeja becomes smaller. So it's very important that you're playing from a small backswing, because if you make a small backswing, you can play with slice. And slice is the thing you need to keep the ball down. If you're not playing with slice, the ball will go up and you will get killed. And imagine that in Spain the ball bounces way higher. So then it's so important that you're practicing the slice now, because if you're going on holiday and you're going to play in Spain, they will laugh at you, use the wall and win every ball point in the match, in the tournament. So invest in your slice. Hachaka. So to break down the entire bandeja, it is like a high forehand volley with a longer follow through. The bandeja is the tray, translated. And it comes from this, but it's not this anymore. This is old style technique. Now it's more like this. So this is also how you are playing a forehand volley. So why would you slice from this position? If I start super high and I want to play the ball down, the ball's still going up. So if I'm here, from here I can slice more with this effect. And now the ball is very, very low in comparison to this preparation. So, one of the most important things about the preparation, everybody follow me in my line. Early, slowly, this, and higher than the ball. So the elbow is not dropping, the elbow is high. High elbow. It's very important. I think it's around your face. And if you want to play in the corner or to the fence, it's going to be even higher to make the angle. Try to prepare your racket, left hand, right hand, here. If this one drops, this one is going to drop. And then your preparation is lower than the ball. And you always want your preparation higher than the ball. So one of the main rules, early, slowly, higher, follow through. There is no such thing as a perfect bandeja, so please don't copy my swing, design your own swing, but take the things that you learned from me and put it into your own bandeja, because I don't want you to think about your bandeja, I want you to learn, to experience, to feel your own bandeja, because if you have your own bandeja, it's natural, otherwise you have to think about it. So try to just play around. The most important thing is that you prepare early, slowly, and in this preparation. If you prepare fast, it's not going to work. If you prepare late, you're going to play fast, and it's not going to work. If you're playing on the right, you will hit the ball earlier than when you're playing on the left, if you are right-handed. It is important to know that if you hit the ball early, the ball will go more cross courts. So the earlier you hit, the more cross the ball will go. Sehr gut, wunderbarlich, schön. So on the left side, you will hit the ball later. Also, the stance of the feet are very, very important. Normally, I prefer to teach a certain bandeja that you remain with 2 feet on the floor. If the professionals jump in the air, it doesn't mean that you have to bounce into the air, because they are slightly better. They jump because then the contact point is higher and then can play more towards the fence. That's one of the major reasons. And also they play deeper, higher lobs, and they run faster from back to forward. So it's very hard to time the jump and to have your balance in the front. If I have my contact point on shoulder high, the ball will float and it doesn't go down that much. So I will hit shoulder high, and then the ball didn't reach the highest point. So it's going up against the wall. If I go from high to low, ball will go down against the wall because the ball already reached the highest point, and when it hits the wall, it's already going down. So then it's much more difficult to defend. So if you're hitting the bandeja on shoulder high, stop doing that. Except if you're playing against me, then it's fine. So where are you going to play the bandeja? What is a very good location to hurt your opponent or to win time? What do you think will be a good way to win time? In the corner, exactly, good answer. Because if you play in the corner, the ball will bounce twice against the wall if your opponent knows how to use the wall. But if they take it before, you're muerto, dead. What is muerto in Swedish? Let me know below. But if they are both in the corner, you can play slow to the middle. And then you play slower and shorter, so before the line. The height of the contact point depends on where you're going to play. So the more you're going to play cross courts, the higher you want to hit your bandeja. If you want to play straight, I suggest that you hit the ball lower, because otherwise the ball is going to bounce too much from high to low. If you are playing in the corner, it doesn't matter that much. But if you play absolutely straight, es más complicado, tío. ¿Sí? Cruzado y está más larga. ¿Sí, tío? Y paralelo, más tranquila, suave. Necesitas un suave bandeja. ¿Sí? One of my favorite words, suave. That was when I was coaching in Spain. Suave. Suave. Mayra, chérie, suave, tranquila. All the time. Fast. That's not paddle. If you hit the ball shoulder high and you want to play in the corner, that is complicado. So if you hit the ball higher, and good luck with defending this bandeja. So the height of the contact point is depending on where you're going to play. So never let anybody tell you that you have to hit the ball there. Shoulder high, head high. You have to hit the ball depending on where you want to play. So that's always different. So there is no perfect technique, everybody. So don't look for the perfect technique. Look for decision making. I want to play cross courts, I hit the ball higher. I want to play to the middle, I can hit the ball slightly lower. I'm playing absolutely parallel, straight, then play softer. I'm playing to the middle, play softer. I'm playing to the corner, play faster. Possible. So there is nothing that is the same. This is a drill that you can use, that your left foot should be aiming where you want to play. So if I want to aim over there, my left foot is going to aim over there. Goed bra. You can also play open stance, but this could be a fun drill to do because your body weight is in the front. So walk with me. So now the body weight is here. You never want it over here because then you play the ball up. So it's always there. If you're going over there, you can play the open stance. Okay, so it's important that your left shoulder is aiming to where you want to play. So if I want to play there, I'm aiming here. And when I hit the ball, I remain longer here, and just after I hit the ball, then I will go there. So when I play, I kinda force myself to remain here. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't see 1,000 likes on the video, press a like. That will be awesome. If you have any questions regarding to the bandeja, let me know below and I will answer all your questions. If you want to know more about the bandeja, then join the membership program and I can coach you and I can tell you everything I know about the bandeja that doesn't fit into a 10-minute video. Hasta luego, ciao, adioss, hedo.